I should be going to bed right now, but I did just wake up a couple hours ago, and I'm a little bit hungry. Everything I see in this video is not facts. I did not research it. This is just basic of things I've observed off of TikTok and random stuff that I've watched over. And yeah, I think rich people don't have money. They have things. Rich people do not have money, they have things. Um, and that is something I feel like people need to actually get used to, because if they have money, like actual money, like money sitting in their bank account, then you have to pay for that. You have to pay to have money. And that's one thing. Like, I feel like rich people are the kind of people to have cash. Like, they would never just have money in their bank account. They would just rather have cash. And even if they don't have cash, they don't have money in their bank account. If they do, it'll probably be like less than 5K at a certain amount of time. But they don't have money, they have things. Things meaning assets. And they have a lot of it. And they hoard it because in order to keep them rich, they have to hoard it and keep using that money to buy more things and more things and more things and more things so they can get more richer. Because if they don't buy more things, then they're just gonna get taxed, which means you have to pay to have money. I mean, you have to pay to keep the money, but they don't want to pay to keep the money, so they have to keep buying more things. Buying more things meaning investing in things. And that's just the crazy way they live their life. They just hoard. They hoard and hoard and hoard. This is why a lot of people say, like, oh, if you're rich, I mean, if you're like someone who likes to give things away and stuff like that, you can never be rich. Because it's not even about the fact of like giving things away. I feel like rich people can give things away, but then that would mean that they'll have to like liquefy their money and then give it away. But they can't really give it away because it's things. They hoard things. All of their money is tied up in things, so they don't like physically have money just sitting around. All of their money is working. They don't work, but their money works. Like, the money is the one clocking in for them every single day, every single day, every single time. Their money is the one that's clocking in for them. This cabbage is so good. I probably shouldn't be eating this late, but after this, I'm not going back to bed. I'm going to read my book. Another thing, and as much as I want to be rich, I don't like hoarding things. When you have too much of something, you can get overwhelmed with it. It's so weird. Um, I think that's all I really wanted to say. Really, but it's actually so crazy that rich people are just like poor people, except when you're, well, Rich people are like poor people in the sense that poor people don't have to pay taxes, and neither do rich people. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay. You have to pay to have money. If you just want to live a regular life, you're gonna be paying for that regular life. But if you just have things that you hoard and rich people use all that, like if they when they get money, they spend it. They spend it not on like regular things, but they spend it on things that um would make them seem like they don't have the money, but they do. In a sense, they have money, but it's more like things. They just have a whole bunch of things that they probably don't even need. And you might be like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do some dumb shit like that? Why would you spend your money on something like that that it doesn't make any sense? But if they just keep the money and spend it on whatever they want, then they'll have to pay. But they don't want to do that, so they just spend it on things that makes no sense to anybody, and it will just keep making them more things. Like I said, they hoard things. That's why they stay rich. But poor people, people that have $0 in their bank account, people that have literally nothing to lose, people that are like college students that literally have $0 in their bank account, at the other opposite of the spectrum, except when you get money, depending on what you spend it on, you might want to like keep that money to make it last as long as possible, but it's still gonna finish. Everything you have is gonna finish. If you don't buy something with it, it's gonna finish one day. It's just that if you try to hoard water, you only have a little bit of it. If you don't use it to get, if you don't try to use that water to get some more water, then you're not. You're just gonna be stuck. And that's how I've been feeling. I've been feeling stuck because I feel like I don't have enough money to start. But like I said, rich people are the people who hoard things. And poor people are the people who also hoard. They hoard money, but you have to pay for that money. But rich people don't pay for their money. They just buy things so that they don't have to pay for their money. And it was fun. If I want to do something, anything I want to like decide I want to do, there's always things that literally I want to do for fun or I want to do for fun or I want to do to show off and say, oh, I did this. But in reality, like, there's really nothing in this world that I really want to do. Like, rich people make money to hoard it. That doesn't sound fun. Alhamdulillah. I should stop eating because I'm ready for. But this food is so good. It's not hot. I didn't warm it up, but If you sat all the way through this video, you're a real one. I also didn't tell you guys what I was eating. I'm eating turkey wings with mashed potato, with cabbage and mac and cheese. And just some rice. There was gravy on top of the turkey, but it got cold, of course, so. So in conclusion, excuse me, if you're not rich and you're not poor, you're paying to live. And honestly, I don't want to be rich or poor, but I have to be rich. And you might think, oh, that's a burden now. You have to hoard things and hoard things and hoard things. The more things you hoard, the more money you have. The more nonsensical things you buy and hoard, the more you don't have to pay. And even when you think about it, you don't technically, as soon as you get to a certain amount of money and you start using that money to to buy things that make no sense, that makes you more money, you're hoarding things. When you start to hoard things that make no sense, that's when you can say you're rich. But people say, oh, I'm rich when I have $1 million, or I've made $1 million from my business. That's cool, but you still have to keep on working or keep on selling the thing to keep on making you money. But for you to be actually rich, you have to have $1 million in asset, or $1 billion in asset. And like I said, you have to hoard those things. You can't be willing to just give those things away. is like having stocks and wanting to give them away. Like, why would you want to give away your stocks? Like, no, that's not it. Like, no. So, that being said, I don't even know. I don't know what I want to do in my life. And I'm tired of not knowing. I hate not knowing. And it's the fact that I've always known in the back of my head that I do not want a job. I've always tried to like start something and like, you know, start something. But then I get to a point and it's like, I would rather have someone else do all of this work for me. And it's just, yeah, I'm gonna be like, but why not then? What? Like, then you're just not ready to be rich then, just stand there. But that's what I like. And I don't know. I don't know. There's just always people that are willing to like, there's just people that are like willing to like do things and like they're just happy to do certain things. And there's really no certain things that I would like be willing to do for like money. There's a lot of things that I'm not, that I would never like willingly do to like make money. The only thing that I feel like I could like I would willingly do to make money is just sit here and talk to you guys, or sit and like stuff that would like literally that I would do um out of the comfort of my home. Stuff that I can do while laying down. Stuff that I can do while, being in my bed. That's the only thing that I would feel like doing to make money. And and I know that's like a basic concept to think about, but in all honesty, I like learning and I want to learn about some stuff, and some stuff like interesting to me, but one is like, okay, like maybe I'm just lazy, and it's not that I don't want to use my brain. I'm always using my brain like 24/7. My brain is never off. I could never turn my brain off to go to sleep. Sometimes it's hard to go to sleep for me sometimes, a lot of times. But it's really just like, if you are like, oh, like find something that is like enjoyable for you and something that you enjoy, this, and the third. We were never meant to be here. And I believe that wholeheartedly from the Quran, because we were never meant to be here. So, if we were never meant to be here, nothing in this world really piques my interest. Even if it does pique my interest, I feel like it would only pique my interest long enough to do it for like a few months, a couple of months, and then I'm ready to just like switch to a different thing. And it's not even like I don't want to work hard for the things that I want. It's not that. What do I want? I don't want anything. That's the craziest part. I don't want anything. I'm ready to go. Like, literally, if the world ends tomorrow, and y'all be like, oh, that's such like a passive way to be like thinking, and you're just like ready to die. No, I'm not ready to die. It's just the fact that hoarding things doesn't sound fun. Making money doesn't sound fun. Being rich just means you're just on the lookout to hoard more things. And the more things you have, the more overwhelming it can be. And I guess I'm just having like, what's it called? I just have a fear of failure. But in honesty, in all honesty, what is the point of all of this? I guess I just want to breathe. That's all I want to do. Breathe. Eat. Because I have to. Honestly, if I didn't have to eat, I wouldn't eat. Drink water. Pray to Allah. And, yeah, that's all I want to do. But, like I said, if you want to be rich, you have to hoard things and hoard a bunch of stuff. And the only things that I really hoard is books because they're just interesting to me and I get to like see other people's perspective. Not really. I don't really care to read a book about how your life is just a bunch of traumatic events or stuff like that. Like, I don't care for that. I want to read about the fact that there was a dragon, and then it was stuck in a freaking basement, and then you had to go meet the dragon, and then the dragon gave you the clue of life, and then you went on an adventure. And to find the clue and just went on a little, what's it called, scavenger hunt to find the clue. That's what I want to read about. That's what I want to like avoid myself in. I don't. I know there are people out there suffering and there are people out there struggling. But I think everybody in this world just wants to breathe, eat, and drink water. I think that's what a lot of people just want. But, I mean, at least that's what I want. Everything else is just like extra fluff that I honestly don't care for most of the time. Sure, it would be good to have someone that. What? When you think about it for real deeply, why do you want someone to love you? Why do you feel the need to be loved? I think about it. Why? Why do you feel the need to be loved? Why do you think being loved is like a good